Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Williams, a man in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, it's Willis. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A beautiful fake. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. They'll run with Etienne. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Lions at 9-1 on the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Etienne. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. The 30. Yeah, they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. Here's Walker. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
97.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Second and 9 now. Oh, that's taken in by Ertz. A nice catch. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
38. Steal, flat.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 19 They go play action with Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day. And Caps off a great day of football.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Rodgers on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Darnell Mooney.
67 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
30, the 20.
That's all you got.
Touchdown, Bills.
Jameson Williams.
76 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Here's a give to Etienne. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Travis Etienne
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Darnell Mooney.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Play action. Willis.
Steps away.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle.
49 yards.
And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Brought down by Devin Harper.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 5. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And in for the Lions touchdown. Andy Isabella, 62 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are. Down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended, go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Steps away to his left.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In motion comes the tight end left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Completes it to Austin.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Play action. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. First and 10, it's Willis.
Buying time to his left. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll go Madison up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bills are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Willis.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Throwing on second and long.
Willis.
Finding Walker, complete.
He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Bills.
Kenneth Walker.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw.
He's got Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another big play and another Lion first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Willis. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Willis. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Willis to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Here we go. Here we go. This is great.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few